Hey guys, JH and Mr. X. Now, Mr. X turned up and he's a wounded Mr. X today. He hurt his back at work, and we don't know if it's a muscle spasm or just a pulled muscle, but he's...
Or old age.
Yeah, but he's a little bit gingerly today in his movements. But what I wanted to do is, because he's quite a loose type of guy normally, and I think that he will probably be able to apply the shoulder sling better than any of us, because I don't know, I just think he will. And I just went over it with him off camera, and he just hit a couple of shots, and they were just ridiculous, weren't they, in terms of
good
distance? Yeah. So what do you feel like your shoulder is just compressing everything into your hands?
Yeah, I feel like I'm squashing everything, like the shoulder is just squashing the rest of my body.
And this is underway, and this is basically staying still.
It stays still, and it's basically got to get out of the way. It gets out of the way.
That's what you look like you're doing. That's what I saw Yogi doing.
Yeah. There's definitely, I mean, I've said it with some other swings, but there's definitely no application of the hands at all.
No, they're just they're
passive.
They just go along and set themselves, don't they? But the distance you were getting, even with your restricted back, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy stuff. So, mate, he's injured, guys. So if he has a couple of mishits, we can give him some dispensation. But he didn't hit those other. But watch what he does, because he actually does what I think we need to do. Noodle arm. Yeah, just a spectacular golf shot. Just a spectacular golf shot. And long. Man, that is out there. Now here, if you slow that down, guys, get on the YouTube, get down the bottom in settings, push in settings and push in speed and put it at 0.225, which is, quarter speed, you'll see he actually does it. Does that feel like it?
This is a different ball position to my channel lock, so it's a little bit foreign to me. But I'll do a better job this time. I'll really get that.
Well, you don't have to change. It's not designed to change the ball position.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's a normal ball position. Did you think you had to change the ball position?
Well, I've just moved it up slightly.
Oh, okay.
Like my normal ball position's way back off my right foot.
Yeah, okay.
So I've just brought it up slightly.
And maybe until you get used to the action, that's okay. Noodle arm. Yeah, that's not. Look, guys, I said before on the video that I picked up a club and a half. I reckon he's picked up a club and a half. I mean, that's just...
It's in the air for a long time.
And the wind is really strong now, and that's just crazy, isn't it, how far that's gone? But the flight is just... I think what you're doing is you're bending the shaft a lot, because he's getting a really high power draw, because these shafts are a little bit soft for that type of load. Now but I think you're doing... So you feel... Can you actually feel really passive? Yeah, mate, that's what you look like. You actually look like that. And I saw that with Yogi. It's just hammer time, isn't it? That's just hammer time.
Really killed the shaft.
Yeah, well, it's killing the shaft, yeah. And that hard right to left wind. But that's you'd have to start that 30 yards right to get that to get anywhere near the target because of that wind.
Yeah, no, but it's not. There's nothing hard about that theory of just all you want to do is get that shoulder to go that way.
Yeah, well, these are not going anywhere.
No, well, hands stay there, and it just slings it back.
All right, now, I said to Mr. X before we came on camera that what I see in every golf swing, for general swingers, everybody, is that, the first movement is always an activation of the hands. Now, I've done it my whole life, but Yogi didn't do that. He didn't do that. He let the hands be pushed back into action. Now, but everybody else I've ever seen has never done that. No one has ever done that. They just don't do that. But you're doing it.
Yeah, I'll try to overemphasize it a little bit. I'll try and just exaggerate it.
Okay, so you're going to soften everything up to exaggerate, are you?
It is. Everything's like soft.
Super loosey-goosey.
Did that look right?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of
Negative loading.
oh yeah, absolutely. The lies are terrible, man.
It's alright.
It really is. It really is. The cows have actually been here this morning. There's a lot of hoof marks here. It's a holiday here, guys, and the range is really busy today. Yeah, that's huge. Guys, you slow that down. That's huge negative loading. For David Edwards in South Australia, Dave, have a look at that. You want to try a driver just for fun?
Okay. I'll have to use yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're not expecting too much of the driver. I mean, I didn't hit a driver, but really,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, I just think that the loading will be massive. Massive. But guys, this is the alternative. You know, this is yogi stuff. This is not standard channel lock stuff. This is just diversion stuff if you want to do it. I like yogi, so I'm going to incorporate it in my channel lock because it gives me more power. Now we should see a huge amount of loading with this. Now for someone that's got an injured back, I mean, that's just smashed.
What's wrong?
And that shaft in that club, guys, that's a 300 CPM shaft. So it's a triple X. That's our training club. If you can hit that, you can hit anything. You just killed it, didn't you?
Stiff.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's slightly stiffer than a rebar or a crowbar.
I've got a lot of well, I don't know how you'd say it, looseness in my wrists. I feel really loose in the wrists.
So do you, because you're stretching for it a little bit, which we do with the driver, I think you can actually be more aggressive with that and push harder against the noodle arm, because as we stretch out, there's a tendency to sort of activate the hands and get them a little bit. But no, you had a lot of lag there, lots of lag, and the ball flight reflected that. It's huge ball flight. Oh, well, that sounded like the club face broke. I mean, that is just smashed, isn't it?
That's good. That's really good.
Oh, really good. Very hard to get Mr. X excited, but that was smashed.
I'm trying to be tentative with the back.
Oh, that was smashed. What do they say? Beware the wounded tiger. But that was just, you could hear that. That was just smashed.
We'll go one more. We'll just try to get a little bit more exaggeration. See what happens.
Really noodle arm, yeah. Well, guys, there's 3 drives that are just hammered.
It's down there.
I mean, they
It's
are.
not hard to do. Believe it or not, it's the timing is there. So long as you don't try to do too much, just pull that shoulder like it's going over the top of your right toe.
Okay, so the drill would be, guys, to have the arms here, just have them there, and they don't do anything. You just try and push your shoulder into your wrists. Yeah, that's what it is. The club actually gives you some resistance. See? That's what I feel. I don't feel the arms start to move until the shoulder gets to here, and then it pushes it. That's what it feels like.
Like as if the club's super glued to the back of the ball. That's it. You know what I mean? It's like it's super glued there, and you're trying to pull it off the
all right, now.
pull it off the ball.
Okay, now put that club down.
Like as if,
All right.
well,
Now just we're only going to work with this.
yeah.
These are all passive. That's the feeling. Now you actually look a bit like that, and not as quite as pronounced as that. But guys, that's the feeling we've got to get. That's what we actually have to cultivate.
Yeah, can be done.
Oh well, we just
I'll have one more.
we just did it. It absolutely can be done.
I can do exactly what you've just shown.
So you reckon you can make that club more isolated?
I can.
Never going to come down. That's big carry.
Probably wasn't 90 degrees then, but it felt like I was almost 90 degrees before the club started to leave the...
And if you can, as I say, if you can cultivate that feeling, that's the way to learn this. Now again, guys, for people that, you know, this is not standard channel lock. This is yogi stuff, but it's just a road that I'm going down personally at the moment because I want to develop more speed.
Yeah.
And I want to. I just think that these facets of yogi swing are beneficial in any golf swing. In even a conventional golf swing, if you did that, you'd be
You'd add speed
oh,
without a doubt.
I was picking up fantastic speed. And guys, the good thing is, if I mean, we saw this with Yogi, didn't we? That's how we saw him hitting those little pitch shots. We saw that up. Now that's because he loaded here and then he unloaded. Very hard to get that action unless you load negatively on a little short shot. You've got to negatively load it, look. And that's how you get the up throw. Just try that with a wedge. That's asking a lot. It's hard to gauge that, but just try it.
Just a short shot.
Oh yeah, whatever, yeah. Yeah. Just have a practice swing first. That's it. That's it.
It's actually quite easy to do, really.
That's just killed. You know, I love that flight.
There's no propensity to put the club on the ball,
No, well, you can't because it's still loading.
which is what I'm doing in my channel lock swing. I'm actually trying to put this
Yeah,
onto that,
yeah.
but with this particular application, it's not necessary.
No, but again, the point we made the other day about everyone's protocol being different, Mr. X's is very much that he wants the club under the ball and going out, continuing on and basically feeling like it's stopped. But that's his protocol, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I won't be changing that.
No,
I reckon.
and I don't want anyone to change anything. What works, keep it. Yeah, that's just amazing sound for a wedge. I mean, that sounds like a compressed 5-iron, doesn't it?
That's good distance. There's nothing,
Oh yeah, that sounds like a compressed
short.
5-iron. Yeah, into that wind, that's mad.
And the funny, well, not funny. The thing is, I've got no vision of the ball. I know the ball's there, but I'm not trying to apply anything to the ball. Not trying to apply my hands. Not trying to apply the club head. Nothing.
So your total
All I'm
thinking
doing
emphasis is that.
Is the left shoulder
Yeah, slinging
across.
it.
Slinging the left shoulder across.
Yeah, okay.
And it just returns by itself, basically.
Well, it should, and that's what we saw with Yogi, didn't we? We did see that. Oh, mate, you can't, honestly, Mr. X, you can't hit it better than that.
No.
You cannot hit the ball better than that. And maybe that's why Yogi did hit it better than anyone, because he just had that action. Maybe that was so automatic that if he did that, he knew that he would get the same amount of loading all the time. You wouldn't go looking for
I
loading.
just hit my 7-iron
Yeah,
for the last shot.
yeah. Your back warmed up?
No, not really.
It's all right. You go through pain for the act. The show must go on. Oh, don't get any better than that. Don't get any better than that.
That's very strong.
Yeah.
That's an extremely strong 7-iron.
And while I'm thinking about it, guys, when we were talking about the quick ignition move, which I'm working on myself, as I said, it won't work for everybody, and it won't work for Mr. X. He's different to me.
I'm a slow thinker. I need time to.
Well, yeah,
to
just slow physiology and metabolism.
Yeah.
I think I made the comment yesterday or last night on the website that I can go into the supermarket and do all my supermarket shopping in 5 minutes. Mr. X would go in there and he'd be lucky to get out before they turned the lights out.
I'd have to put in for my pay. I'll be in there that long.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. They think you were there for.
We'll do your up and go quick.
Well, with the shoulder sling.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how you improve on perfection.
I've never had that right foot so far back. Did I put it back far enough?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll try again.
That was just perfect. Oh, yeah, mate, that's just great. Now, okay, what are we doing here? Are we completely contradicting what we just said? I said that Mr. X would never be able to do the quick ignition. He just did 2 perfect golf shots with extraordinary integrity of ball flight. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, I would never try to do it in a match, in a round. That's the thing. I'd need a little bit more time.
Oh well, you just have to ingrain it. But the theory is that you can do it.
Can be done.
Yeah, just try it again. But it looks easier for you to do with the shoulder sling. Oh, that's unbelievable. That's just fantastic golf shot and great tempo and a great golf swing. If I had to make a proffer an opinion, I'd say yeah, you can absolutely do it, and the only thing that it would require is a little bit of application. And I would also add to that I think it would benefit your game enormously, because one of the, not only you, but the great majority of club players, one of the big problems is this consternation and this indecision time that they have over the ball.
Yep.
Now that completely, okay, just line it up on the 240 sign up there, come in and just get in there and do that, as if you're going to play a shot on the golf course with the shoulder sling and the quick ignition. Well, so the jury's come back in. They're not out anymore because you've just proved that you can do it. And then we've taken, 4 shots to do it.
Yeah.
Look, I think it's like anything, guys. When you haven't done something before, you become wary of it and you think, oh, this is going to take a long time to get in. But it's like anything. If you practice it correctly and you apply correctly, nothing takes a long time to get in. It really doesn't. If you apply the need of the requirement correctly, and I labour that.
I mean, I've had a lot of changes to my swing in the last couple of weeks or more, month or so, to get where I am, but I could easily apply that.
Yeah, well, I'm seeing it applied. I've just hit 1 driver and I'm dead cold now. It'll be interesting to see if I can. Oh, gee, that my back there when I bend down there. I've been struggling a little bit, guys, and mine's just old age. Mine's just old age. Oh, I feel like my back belongs to someone else. This will be interesting, shoulder sling with the driver. I think I'm a bit cold to be doing this. Nothing wrong with that.
No, it's got plenty of work.
Just a little bit choked off in the backswing.
Leave the club there and turn
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit more shoulder.
Yeah. I mean, you play with that every day of the week. That's more like it. Dead straight. That's not moving 1 degree. Whew, that was all right. Okay, I haven't got what what Mr. X has got, but he's a lot more flexible in the wrists and the shoulders and just the elbows and all that type of stuff. You know, he's just more flexible. Wow, that's hammered. Well, there, guys, 3 shots and I got it with the driver.
Oh, well, might leave it there.
Okay, all right, guys. It was just good that we could get a second opinion on this, because I just think it's got great potential. Okay, they were amazing shots, weren't they?